tubes and have some perks. Further down the line, Edward wants to help and share. Toby, well, let's say he's square. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting trucks and hauling freight down the hills and round the bends. Oh, hey, Thomas and his friends.
Had a good run, Sandy?
It was rather good, thank you, Rosie. Everyone seems to have enjoyed themselves, like they always do, even though I wasn't feeling so great.
Are you okay, Sandy? That didn't sound good.
I think I just took on some bad cold. That's all, Rosie. Maybe my tubes and funnel need a clean out too.
Good lord, is that you making that noise, Sandy?
Yes, sir, but I think my tubes just need a good clean.
No. You need new tubes, Sandy. I made the arrangement to send you to the steelworks tomorrow. You just go back to your sheds and rest up.
But who would take my Orient Express for the next coming weeks while I'm away, sir?
I'll find a proper agent to take care of that. Don't you worry. And before you go, Rosie, I have a special job for you.
Oh, what's that, sir?
The Scarlowy Railway has asked a large shipment of stone for their new stone fences around their tracks, so we're sending you to work at the quarry to help Mavis with a large shipment.
Oh, that sounds like fun, sir. But who would take over my shunting duties while I'm away?
Not to worry, I already have an engine that should arrive tomorrow. Now you should make your way up to the quarry. Mavis will most likely start very early, so best be ready with her.
Okay, sir. Goodbye, and see you, Sandy.
See you when I get back, Rosie. So I'll be going to the steamworks, while Rosie would be at the quarry for a few weeks.
Well, you shouldn't as a screw. Rosie's the only one that keeps the yards in order.
Oh, he might have a point, Stafford.
I do admit we don't keep it as tidy as we used to, but that doesn't mean we always need Rosie with us. We just need to try without her, in case one day she does leave us.
Not to disagree with you, Stafford, mate, but where else would she go? Stafford Shunting Yards is the most busiest yard in all of Sodor.
Well, Billy's having a test trial at Vickerstown, so if he fails, Rosie could work there. Plus the Peel, Gudrun and Kirk Cronin branches need permanent engines too.
And the coal mines need an engine too. So that's a fair point. But still, we have to manage without her and give this new engine a friendly introduction.
I hope you'll be alright, Sandy.
I will, James. Victor will take care of me.
It's not him I'm worried about.
I don't think you need to be worried, Jamesy. But I wonder who would be assigned to my Orient Express while I'm gone.
Well, maybe me, as I am your boyfriend.
Maybe you will, James. But if you do, promise me that you'll look after the passengers, as the Orient Express is much different from the local passengers you're used to.
I think I can manage, but thanks, Sandy. Well, I'd best be getting back to my shed. Night, Sandy. Love ya.
I love you too, James.
Morning, sir. Who's this?
Stafford, Stanley, meet Benjamin, the BR Class D312. He shall be the new shunter helping around while Rosie is away at the quarry.
Thank you for purchasing me, sir, but you may call me Ben. It's less of a mouthful to say.
Ben, are you okay?
I feel a disturbance in the force.
Pleasure meeting you, Ben. I'm Stafford, an electric battery shunter.
And I'm a simple steam engine. We would introduce you to Billy and Charlie, but they're busy shunting at Vickerstown.
Oh, that's understandable. And what about this Rosie I've heard of? Hopefully I'm not replacing her or anything.
Oh, no, she's just helping out at the quarry temporarily.
Oh, that's good to hear. As your Sir Topham Hatt says, she controls these yards.
You don't have to call Sir that. You can call him the Fat Controller if you wish.
I think I'll just stick with calling him Sir. it's not really polite to call someone by their appearance.
Well, okay. I suppose we should get to shunting then. Have you had any experience with it?
Oh, more than you two would believe. Apart from being a shunter at East Sleigh Works, me and my 2 other siblings were relocated to Dover Harbor to maneuver the railguns during World War II.
Wow, so you do have quite a lot of experience then.
I suppose so. Well, let's get to work.
Oh, I'm so excited! All those people admire me and taking photos of my splendid looks. And with such lovely coaches, they'll match my paintwork perfectly.
They're not here for you, you know. They're here to experience how the train used to run during the time.
Yeah. But I'm sure Cindy won't mind if I take some fame from her, right?
I think she would slap you, but what do I know? She is not my girlfriend.
Well, at least it's a simple trip. All I have to do is start off at Stafford, to Callan Castle, to Vickerstown, to Timor Bay, and finally turning back here.
Just don't do anything that you would do.
Afterwards, I helped a blue ginty named Nicholas out, as I told him which train should take him someplace safe. I think it was to Bridlington Steelworks, but after that was the last time I saw him. He seemed like a nice guy, so I hope he's alright, wherever he is.
Oh, that's interesting. I only have one sibling left alive at the National Railway Museum called North Stafford.
Were you all called Stafford?
Yeah, it did get very confusing a lot.
I'm not sure if any one of my class survived. Being industrial, we worked almost anywhere.
Yeah, my 2 siblings were scrapped, but at least I can let our class live on.
Oh, sorry for your loss.
It's alright, but thanks though.
Almost all of us are the last of our kind, or only have a handful of siblings left alive. So we are lucky being on this island to work properly like real engines.
Yeah, but it is nice whenever we do get help, as this railway won't stop getting any busier.
I suppose we should get back to work then, before the yard piles with trucks.
Here's James!
James, what are you doing?
I'm pulling Sandy's Orient Express while she's having some checkups. Why?
You've arrived at the castle too early, you wee engine. The group books before you're still touring the castle, so your passengers will have to wait until their turn.
Alright. Well, I can wait. I mean, it wasn't that early. Okay, when is a tour supposed to start?
At 10 o'clock, and be ready for them now. We'll see you in an hour, James.
What? What am I supposed to do for another hour? There you are, your next castle stop.
James, you're early.
Yeah?
Well, my passengers are still in the castle, because when I leave, Sandy's passengers would go next.
You mean I have to wait until yours and my passenger's tour for 2 hours again?
Suppose so, but you don't really seem to have a hang on Sandy's Orient Express, do you?
Well, excuse me for being to use my mainline passengers. I just never realized how drawn out the Orient Express really is.
Well, try to take it easy on the main line. Like, take your time at a gentle speed. That way, you will arrive at the castle on time and don't have to wait as long.
I think I'll do that next week, thanks.
Well, this surely is busy work. Rosie must be a pro to do all this shunting.
Ha! You don't know the half of it. She can do the work of 3 engines if everyone's busy.
But we are grateful to have her. She shunts more trucks in the yard than any other engine.
Oh, and I suppose everyone forgets about me. But at least they finally replaced a steam engine with a diesel.
Who the hell are you?
This is Diesel, Ben. He was the first diesel on the island and the first to leave for his devious behavior.
Charmed to meet a fellow diesel, I'm sure. Why don't you come by the diesel works from time to time? away from these antiquated teapots and overrated car batteries.
Yeah, no thanks. I prefer to stick with my friends rather than engines who act like jerks.
Alright then, my dear steamy sympathizer. Now where's my diesel oil for the diesel works?
Here you are, Diesel.
Are there any others like him I should know about?
Well, Harry and Bert are alright, but being Diesel's henchmen, you can bet that they would stoop down to his level, and Dennis is quite worse than Diesel, for he's a lazy worker and would bully anyone when he's awake.
Got it. I'll keep an eye out for them if they show themselves around here.
I heard that you were too early with all the stops last week.
Yeah, but this time, I'm gonna take my time. That way I don't have to wait a long time before moving again.
James! What is the meaning of this?
As I was too early last week, I thought to take my time with this one.
But you're half an hour late! Now we cannot show the passengers the whole tour before they have to leave again!
James, what are you doing here this late?
Please don't lecture me, Douglas. I already had one Scottish person doing that to me this morning.
One wouldn't have thought you had a timetable in your mind, James.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's more difficult than I thought it would be. Not too early, but not too late. I'm more used to running my top speed down the main line than doing this medium speed.
Well, when is Sandy meant to be back?
In 2 weeks, I think. Then she can finally take a train back, because this isn't for me.
Just try not to scuff up next week's tour. Try to leave it positive rather than bad.
Oh, bother me! Sudden traffic rush is the worst!
Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen until the last minute.
Okay, Stafford, we need siding 1 cleared and delivered.
But Molly hasn't arrived yet.
Isn't there another place they can go?
You can quickly dump them at Nafford Station, just as long as you remember them.
I'm amazed Rosie can do all this.
We're not done yet. We have orders coming from the harbor too we have to take care of.
Okay, Stanley, you see if there are any harbor trains. Me and Stafford will take over for a bit.
I sure hope this doesn't turn into chaos, like how Percy messed up the past and reset the future.
Oh, hey.
Good morning, Percy, dear. I hope you're well.
Do you want me to shunt the diamond trucks for you, Sir Percy? Shit to myself, Mavis is my waifu, Diamond Rolling Stock, Kiss Ass best friend. Woohoo! I hit the jackpot! Mavis dear, could you kindly give me the Wi-Fi password?
Wi-Fi? What's Wi-Fi?
Welcome to Callan Cast, everyone! Enjoy your tour with Lord Callan!
Thank you, James, for arriving on time. Now you have a rest up before we come back.
Looks like someone is finally on time.
Well, I thought to try it again, as a third time does sometimes work in the end.
Well, I think Sandy would be happy to hear this. Bye, James.
See ya.
Whew! I thought we were going to cause confusion and delay.
Well, I think some of us were almost close to knocking each other off the tracks.
Well, we did in the end, thanks to each other.
Well, I know this isn't the first time Rosie left us to supervise the yard while she's away, but I do respect her that she can do all this work without breaking a sweat.
Well, maybe one day, you boys might be pro shunters like me.
Rosie!
Welcome back.
glad to be back, guys. And I see we got ourselves a new shunter.
I'm Ben. Nice to meet you at last, Rosie. I've heard quite a lot about you from these two.
Why, thank you. And from how impressive you boys kept this yard in order, I'd say you did a great job. But that truck is out of place.
Oh, come on!
Seriously.
Oh, you tease.
So how was it at the quarry while you were away?
Oh, the quarry was a nice change, and Mavis was really fun to work with, along with seeing Thomas, Percy, Toby, and Martha from time to time. But I'm glad to be back to my old shunting yard, although Sir Topham Hatt did tell me that I'm allowed to pull small goods trains to nearby locations if needed so. That way, I'm not stuck in the yards all the time.
Oh, that's great news!
Congrats!
Well, you do deserve to go out and about every now and then, and we can take care of the yards while you are away.
Aw, thank you guys.
Hello, James.
Sandy, you're back early.
Well, the fitters managed to check me over quite quickly, and I was allowed to be sent back today. So how have you been handling my trains for the last 3 weeks?
Oh, well, fine. Just fine.
You sure? You didn't have any trouble with the timetable about being too early or too late?
How did you know?
Gordon told me when he stopped the Quarrens Gate while I was having my final testings outside the steamworks.
Oh, did he?
Don't be too rough on him. You know you won't win. Now, come on. I've missed you, being cooped up with Victor and Kevin and Lol.
So, I heard your name is Ben.
Yep, yes it is.
Well, I don't want to do this, but there can only be one.
You sure about that?
Say hello to little Jimmy!
See? I told you I handled railguns.